What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Double A Hef here with another dose of the Truth Scope live. So, this episode, as you can see, I titled it "Let's Chop It Up" because I'm going to be inviting you guys in on the discussion. Because, quite frankly, there's a lot that I want to talk about. So much to the point where there's nothing in particular that I really want to talk about. You know what I mean? Because there's so much going on. So I figured I'd just start by going through some videos that I saved, and we'll knock those out. I can't hear. We'll knock those out, and then again, I'm looking forward to see what you guys have to say in the chat. So let's start the first video. Well, actually, let me pull it up. That'd be a good start, right? Pull it up. Okay, and let me turn on this Wi-Fi real fast before this dude starts talking again. Because that's going to be the next video. So the first video that I'm going to be showing is a YouTube short. It's basically about relationship advice. Is that full screen? Can y'all see that? It's hard to get the short full screen. So this is how it's going to be. But just listen to what they got to say.
An OnlyFans girl. I'm a Muslim. We don't even date, period. If I wanted to marry you today, I would go to your father and I'd approach your father. What's your dad's name?
Dan.
I'd say, Dan, I've taken interest in your daughter. I think she's a lovely girl, but I wanted to approach you first. This is the respectful manner. I approached your father, Dan. And your father, he would take that responsibility of vetting me out. He would take his due diligences upon me. And then after that, once Dan has gotten to know me and has accustomed himself with me, and me and you have sat down a couple of times, maybe we go for coffee, the family don't always have to be around. After that process, it's very swift and quick. At that moment, you and your father, Dan, will decide. You say to your dad, look, I like him or I don't like him. And then after that, your dad will be like, okay, we're going to make this happen or we don't make this happen. And in this way, I don't mess around with Dan's daughter. Dan's daughter is able to maintain one of her most valuable assets, which is her chastity. Would I date?
All right. So he just said a mouthful there. And what he started by saying was that he's a conservative Muslim. I'll replay that just to confirm. I think that's what he said.
An OnlyFans girl. I'm a conservative Muslim.
Yes, so that's what he said. So he's a conservative Muslim, self-proclaimed conservative Muslim. And basically what he said is, right way to go about things. And I think that, what's up, Joe? What's up, brother? Thanks for the comment. I just came across this video today, actually too. And that's why I was like, let me touch on this because, we see it in society where people just skip steps. And don't get me wrong, I've been guilty of it because, I wasn't brought up in a culture where it was, enforced like, hey, we should be doing this like this. There's a certain way to do things. And when you do things a certain way, what it basically does is ensure you a certain outcome, right? So I'm going to use the quote unquote Black community as an example because that's who my channel is talking to. So in the quote unquote Black community, when you have this running around where it's like, okay, you didn't go to the father, well, she probably didn't go to the father because the majority of the time the father's not there. So that's already an issue on its own, right? So if you can't go to the father, I guess you could go to the mother, but a lot of these these chicks in the hood, they're not, they don't really give a damn anyway. They too busy chasing after their own men, running the damn streets and shit. So they don't give a damn. So when we have this dynamic, we're just going to keep getting the same results. Now, obviously, it all stems back to the root, which is we have to reinstate basically the quote unquote Black man as the head. Until that happens, we're going to keep seeing this nonsense occur, this chaos. But say we're talking about just men in general, there should be code. Now, if Black men were reinstated or restored, then we can hold each other accountable to this code and say, hey, okay, well, hey, your son has been interested in my daughter. Let's have that discussion. We're going to do it right. We're not just going to find out that, oh shit, my baby girl is now pregnant by your son, and she's 5 months pregnant or 4 months pregnant, right? No, we're going to do it the right way. You know, if they want to go that route, hey, that's fine. But you both have to do it the right way. You're going to meet her. You're going to meet the family. You know, the father's going to, talk to get to know you. You're going to get to know the mother, and obviously, like the different cultural values. Well, actually, it should be shared cultural values at this point. But it's so foreign for quote unquote Black people. That's what But regardless, when we get to that point, we're going to start seeing better results instead of freaking who's sleeping with who and whose baby is that. You can have a successful marriage if you had a child before you got married. That's possible, right? I don't think anyone out there is going to say that it's impossible to have a successful marriage if you didn't follow the steps in order. Now, it's possible. What I'm saying is, when you follow certain steps in order, again, what it does is it helps ensure that things are going to work out for you in the end. Basically, it ensures that you're going to get a certain, your expectations should be met to a certain degree. Now, when you just go and do, whatever, however, that's chaos. You're going to get chaos because there's no order. All right. So that's one video. And I think what that brother said was very interesting, to say the least. Let me get some background music in here real fast, because as I'm looking for the other videos, I don't want it to be too quiet. And bear with me, because when I turn this music on, I know it's going to be a little louder than I would like it to be. Also a short. And this one is with Mr. Jalen Rose, the former NBA player. There we go. All right, I'm about to share it with you guys. 1 second. All right. So I'm gonna play this video by Jalen Rose. Actually, I'm gonna turn this music down just a little bit more, and then I'll play this video by Jalen Rose, and we're gonna break it down. All right. So listen to what Jalen said, and then we're gonna break it down.
The sports that are predominantly Black are the ones that once you get in, the goal is for you to feed the system and help the system make as much money as possible before you profit. Basketball and football, predominantly Black sports, are the main ones with restrictions after high school. Mm-hmm. For a while, they had dress code, had salary cap, couldn't smoke weed, had a length of contracts. Like in baseball, you can sign a 10-year deal. In hockey, you can sign a 9-year deal. Can't in basketball. In tennis, in golf, in NASCAR, you can turn pro after high school. Can't in basketball and football. They're going to force us, and this is a residue of slavery.
Oh,
the sports that are predominantly Black.
Let's stop that right there. That was another mouthful. Yikes! Where do I begin with that one? So first, do I agree with what he's saying? No, I do not agree with what he's saying. Actually, I disagree. The predominantly Black sports, obviously, he's talking about basketball, football. Like, you can't go straight to the league. And he's saying that basically they do that to get the most out of them, the athletes, I'm saying, right? And what I would say to that is, shouldn't that be a good thing? If these leagues are basically making these players, well, not so much the NBA. The NBA basically says you have to be 1 year removed from high school. So even if they go to college, they're one and done, and it's basically ruined, college basketball. It's turned into like a farm system. It's terrible. So I'm gonna basically be speaking about football. Football is 3 years, right? 3 years, then you can come out. You can come out as a junior, or you could just go back to school, come out as a senior. Isn't that better for our young black men, our young black boys that are becoming men, that they're actually in school for the whole ride. They actually come out, hopefully, with a degree. Like, isn't that better than them just going pro, going to play for the New York Jets right after high school, breaking their goddamn kneecap, and then what? They're not going to be able to go to college for free anymore. They're going to have to pay for it or take out a loan. They're not saying that they can't do that stuff and still get a degree. No, they can. But if you're going to get it for free, why not get it for free? That's actually a good thing. I actually think that if the NFL didn't have that rule, right, and college freshmen could just go straight to the league, I think, because again, these kids, their body's not ready to be playing in the NFL at 19 years old. You're just not. All right. Are there some freaks out there that can? Yeah, I'm sure of it. But for the most part, your average freaking I just graduated high school, top recruit is not ready to go to the NFL. So let's just say that rule was abolished, and then you have all these young black boys leaving straight from high school to go straight pro, right? Because they're all trying to chase the bag, and then they blow their goddamn knee out, right? Now what? You have no guaranteed money. You're 19. You have no guaranteed money. First of all, the NFL doesn't guarantee contracts. So you have no guaranteed money. And then now you're back at square one. You're back at your mom's house. Because that contract that you have isn't life-changing. It's not going to be life-changing. So I think that if the NFL did abolish the rule that they have now, which stops college players or potential NFL players from entering the league/draft before they finish their junior year of college, I think there would be an outcry of people saying, oh, they're just exploiting our boys and they're getting nothing out of it. And then one could say, yes, I agree with that. That's true. They are being exploited. What's up, Justin? How's it going? They take the stance, particularly in the NFL, for the real chance that they can get injured and have no skills to fall back on. So 3 years in college at least gets them closer. Exactly. I'm going to put that on the screen if you don't mind, too. And basically, this is what I'm saying, y'all. At least in the NFL, you could potentially come out with a degree. Because think about it. If you're a junior, you got 1 year left, right? And honestly, what they could do, like if you made it to your junior year and then you go pro. What's up, Rob? How's it going, brother? If you go pro, right, you can still take classes. All right. So say me, Dub, I'm at LSU, right, and it's my junior year, and I'm like, hey, you know what? I think I have a good shot of being top 5, right? I won a Heisman at safety, so I'm going, right? I'm top 5 for sure. So it's like, you know what? I'm gonna just go. I can still be enrolled at LSU. You see that? I can go to the draft. I just can't play college football no more. I can go to the draft and I can still take my classes at LSU. But if you graduate high school and you have these offer letters on the table, and I say it's Dub again. I'm in high school. I'm getting flooded with all these college offers, right? And I can go straight pro. I'm like, all right. I'm gonna go to the draft. I'm not gonna go to LSU. I like the school. They offer me full ride, everything. 4 years. I'm gonna go pro. So all those offer letters, throw them off the table. I go pro. I get drafted. I'm not getting drafted top 5. Maybe I get drafted in the 6th round, whatever. Drafted 6th round. Get hurt in preseason. Blew my damn knee up, or fucked up my hip or whatever. That's it. I don't get to call them schools back and say, hey, remember that scholarship you offered me? It's off the table. So again, what Jalen Rose is saying, and I'm gonna play it again just for the people that didn't see what I played, what he said actually.
Black are the ones that once you get into them, the goal is for you to feed the system and help the system make as much money as possible before you profit. basketball and football, predominantly black sports, are the main ones with restrictions after high school. For a while, they had dress code, had salary cap, couldn't smoke weed.
Well, you shouldn't be smoking weed. I don't even know why he brought that up as a point, to be honest with you. It doesn't help his point at all. You shouldn't be smoking weed. And I'm not here to tell people what they should be doing in their personal lives. But if you're being trusted with hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars, I would like for you to be clear-headed, clear-minded. You know, like, oh, we couldn't smoke weed. That's some of the most nigga shit I ever heard in my life. And he's grown. Jalen Rose is what, in his 50s or like late 40s or something? To be saying, like, come on, man.
They had a length of contracts. Like in baseball, you can sign a 10-year deal.
Also, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like I said, I want this, let's chop it up. I don't want this just to be me speaking tonight. Let's see what y'all got to say.
In hockey, you can sign a 9-year deal. Can't in basketball. In tennis, in golf, in NASCAR, you can turn pro after high school. Can't in basketball and football. They're going to force us, and this is a residue of slavery.
And that is the ultimate kicker right there. A residue of slavery. Not smoking weed and playing sports. There are tons of jobs at drug tests, NBA and NFL. I'm put it on the screen. Thank you for contributing today, Justin. And I agree. Look, say like Jalen Rose just said, we couldn't even smoke weed. All right, nigga, where the hell were you gonna go and smoke weed and have a job? I'll wait. like what? And that's the point that a lot of these athletes fail to see, that they're so disconnected that they say stuff like this that the average the layman is just looking at him like, what? But yet he'll be the same person to be like, yeah, you know, I'm speaking for the streets. I'm speaking for, you know, the average man. You know, I'm from the hood. I've been there. I get it. But bro, you've been away for so long. You don't get it. All right, because real men got to get up and go to work, and they could be drug tested any damn day and potentially lose their job if they're smoking. And ain't no one gonna give a damn about it. And you know, they don't have hundreds of thousands of dollars, or they can't, you know, shoot a basketball. You can, so they can't just go to a different team or be suspended for, you know, maybe a season and get back in. Josh Gordon, the wide receiver, how many times did he get suspended by the league? In real life, if he was a regular person working a regular job, he'd be homeless or something like that. If he kept losing his job like that, and you know, no one probably would care, because clearly the people in Josh Gordon's life don't care enough to help that brother, or just tell him, you know what, like, the NFL is just not for you, man. Like, it's not for everybody. And the Josh Gordon story is a rather unfortunate one, because I mean, damn, that nigga got so many chances, bro. Like, it doesn't even make any sense to me. When he got his last chance, I was thinking that there was a different wide receiver that just happened to have the same name. Because I was like, there's no way the Josh Gordon from years ago is back in the league and on the same shit. But it is. But yet, you know, Jalen Rose will sit here and say, oh, they're doing it because they don't care about us, and it's, you know, it smells of racism. No, I don't agree with that, Jalen, not at all. You know, I think if anything, the NFL helps, quote unquote, black men. Let's use Richard Sherman as an example. Now, obviously, he had some, you know, off the field issues. I think about a year and a half ago, when he was like trying to fight his in-laws or something like that. That notwithstanding, but all before that, everyone was always saying, "Oh, he's so smart. Richard Sherman's one of the smartest athletes out right now. Oh, he's this. He went to Stanford. You know, he had a 4.0 GPA or whatever the case may be. Like he was not valedictorian, but he was something at his school. Again, if the NFL adopted the same rule that the NBA has, where it's like you could do a one and done, would we be saying that about Richard Sherman or any of the other intelligent players in the NFL? No, they wouldn't have the chance to even show us that, or even learn anything, because they're only going to be there for 1 year. And if you know you're going someplace for 1 year, you're probably not going to take it that damn serious. You're probably not. All right. So again, the NFL, in my opinion, helps these players. If anything, I think they should just say, fuck it, just stay the 4 years. The whole junior senior thing, I mean, hey, just 4 years, get it. Now, if you can get your degree, if you can get your bachelor's degree in 3 years, okay, yeah, that's fine. Get a bachelor's degree, you can go. But y'all can't go until you get a bachelor's degree. I don't see any problem with that. Now, it might hurt like the league, you know, somehow, some way. I'm sure that they could say something about that. But ultimately, it's going to benefit the quote unquote black male athletes that Jalen Rose is saying are being exploited. Again, I don't get it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. I'm about to pull up the next video. I believe the next one is a short too. I'm sorry, I'm just going through. I send myself a lot of videos that I never get to. Hold on. That's not it. That's not the one I want to watch. Hold on. Bear with me, y'all. Bear with me. If my phone wanted to cooperate, this should be good. But anyway, yeah, please let me know what you think in the comments below, guys. Also, if you haven't already, like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel grow. Yeah, my phone is bugging out right now. Bugging. All right, so now I'm about to put on the next video. This one's a little more light-hearted, I guess you could call it, or light topic. Well, not really. I'm still gonna take it there, but you'll see when I play it. All right, I'm gonna pull it up on the screen, and then here we go. Okay.
How many blunts do you smoke in a day?
I smoke 2 ounces. I smoke ounces. Like 2 ounces a day.
But if you had to put it in a ratio of blunts, like see how I brought 4 blunts out here and we smoked one, and then I'm smoking another, that's 2.
So look. Okay, look. An ounce of me in blunts is like a whole pack of wood, so that's 5 blunts.
You smoke a whole fucking ounce with 5 blunts?
If I had my assistant here, he's supposed to came here. If I had him, I'd be able to show you right now.
Slow down, brother. You could get 10 out of that, man.
But I had 2 ounces.
I love it. I fucking love it. How many blunts?
All right. So again, I'm not a preacher. I'm not here to tell people what to do. But what I will do is point out the distract. Let me make myself larger, please. What I will do is point out the distractions. This is a distraction. For not even just for quote unquote black men. Obviously, the channel is for quote unquote black men, but all men in general. The normalization of clouding your damn mind, that's a problem. Why do they want your mind and your judgment clouded? I'll tell you why. Because they get to pull these crazy ass agendas that everyone's talking about right in front of your goddamn face. Because you know why, nigga? You too damn high smoking 2 fucking ounces a day. What are you accomplishing in that? And I know the average Joe ain't smoking 2 ounces a day, but you got to ask yourself, what are you accomplishing in that? Now, I've met people that get high and they're productive. Like me, when I was younger, back in high school, college, when I would smoke, I would write songs, I would write poems, I just write. And I got notebooks full. I've written albums, got it. And I remember, I remember very vividly actually. When I would go smoke, right? You know, you smoke with people, whatever. And then like every time it was over, I was out. Niggas want to sit there like this, like, you know, like just like watching, you know, there's something about Mary and eating fucking French fries and shit like that for 2.5 hours just to fucking let the shit wear off, to do it all over again. not me. And they would always say like, oh, like, why you always leave? Why you always leave? Like, yo, because I'm doing this for a reason. You know, back then I felt I was more productive musically when it came to composing songs and stuff like that. Oh yeah, you know, and like I said, I have the receipts. Now, am I sitting here saying, hey, you know what, go smoke weed, you'll be more productive? No, I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, once you've realized that you shouldn't need the weed because it's coming from here anyway, then that's when you really unlock your true power. That's it. You know, but whether it's weed, whether it's anything, any of these substances, you're not you. You're clouding your judgment, your perception. It's off. We need to be focused at all times because we can't be selective in our approach. We can't say, oh, you know what, hey, I'm all for the Second Amendment because, you know, the government tyrannical, don't trust the government. You know, they could just come and do anything, whatever. Well, nigga, it doesn't matter if you have your damn guns. If you high as fuck when they fucking come, you know what I'm saying? If you high as hell out of your goddamn mind when they decide to fucking come kick your whole shit in, nigga, if you just smoke 2 ounces of weed, you're not doing shit with them guns anyway, motherfucker. So we can't have it both ways. You know what I'm saying? As men, we have to be consistent, right? We got to be consistent. Make it make sense. So if we know that the government is tyrannical and they could pull some shit whenever, then you know what that means? That means we need to be on guard all the time. Like, I'm saying, like, what was that? We good to go. You feel me? Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Let's chop it up, y'all. Let's chop it up. Let me know if y'all agree, disagree. Let me know if you smoking a blunt right now. Some of y'all niggas probably out there smoking a blunt right now. Talking like this nigga on some other shit, right? Yeah, let me know. Let me know. Hold on, let me see. I've been sending all these damn videos. Oh, this one's on Facebook. Ah, damn it. Let me see if I can log into my Facebook on here. Actually, before I do that, let me see if I have any more on YouTube before I do that whole switcheroo. Because that's a good one. I shared that one to myself a while ago. It's a good one. All right, let's do this one. This one's a good one. It's a lighthearted one. It's another sports topic. But before I go to that one, anyone have anything that they want to say about the last video we just watched? You know, before I go, what I'll do is I'll replay it again. It's like 50 seconds. Just so the people that weren't here, they can see it.
How much do you smoke in a day?
I smoke 2 ounces. I smoke ounces. Like 2 ounces a day.
But if I had to put it in a ratio of blunts, like see how I brought 4 blunts out here and we smoked one and then I'm smoking another, that's 2.
So look. Look. An ounce for me in blunts is like a whole pack of wood, so that's 5 blunts.
You smoke a whole fucking ounce with 5 blunts?
If I had my assistant here, he's supposed to came here. If I had him, I'd be able to show you right now.
Slow down, brother. You could get 10 out of that, man.
But I had 2 ounces.
I love it. I fucking love it.
All right. So yeah, that's it on that one. Again, brothers, we have to have a clear mind, clear judgment. All right. If we want to go around parading, oh, we're men and this and stuff like that, you know, especially on this channel, this is the Truth Scope. I tell the truth. And I'm not just gonna stop because I'm talking to men or men. No, y'all gonna get it the worst. Because the expectation is that you should be doing better. That's it. And again, do what the hell you want to do with your life. I'm not here to tell anyone what to do. I'm just delivering the truth. The truth of the matter is you have to be consistent. You know, things have to be congruent. You know, you can't just come out and be like, oh yeah, you know, and this and that and the third, but then nigga, you high as hell out of your goddamn mind. So the next video I got is, again, like I said, it's sports related. So this is gonna be a little lighter. And I haven't seen it in a while. Like I said, I'm going through my archives. Like what I do is when I come across stuff, I'll send it to myself to watch it, and then oftentimes I don't get to it, you know. So now that's what today's video is about. I'm just gonna, you know, get to this stuff that I have not been able to. So now this video, again, is sports related. I believe it's Charles Oakley. All right, let's go.
That a lot of people, like Gary Payton, he probably wasn't happy with what Mike said about. He said a lot about a lot of people.
Isaiah.
Isaiah talk about this. Don't nobody like Isaiah no more. I don't know what's up with Isaiah. He's just too sneaky. He always think I ain't do it, but he did it. Like we got you on camera. You did it.
Got you on camera. Got you on camera.
He still want to be Mike. Mike do not want to be your friend, Isaiah. I'm telling you for the 5th time. He do not want to be your friend. Stay on ESPN. Keep talking on TNT. Oh, Mike should, Now you trying to say everybody better than Mike. It's okay. You not better than Mike. He came to your city and took your city. That's why you really mad. He took over Chicago. I know. I think that a lot.
All right, that was actually that was funny. That's funny. And for those of you that don't know about a lot of the beef between Isaiah Thomas and Michael Jordan, if you even want to call it beef, I think it's more one-sided. I think Isaiah Thomas, like Oak just said, had a lot of resentment and animosity towards Michael Jordan because Chicago drafted him, and it was always Isaiah Thomas's dream to get drafted by Chicago. I'm pretty sure Isaiah Thomas played at Illinois because again that's his home. He's from there. So when they drafted Jordan, and then obviously we all know what Jordan became. He wishes that was him. But a greater point, and I think the reason why I sent this video to myself is that. And I've said this before in the past. Let me make my screen larger. I said this before in the past. I believe that Isaiah Thomas, now in life, looks back and is like, you know what? Hey, I did all that stuff, but I'm different now. I want to change. But what he has come to find out and is finding out is that once you embrace a certain persona, that's it. He was the bad boy. Pistons, the bad boy, all of that stuff, and now he's still that. And I think that in his mind and in his soul, probably he's tired of that. But in life, when you cast yourself a certain way, you can't get upset with people when they still see you as that character. All right, so we have to keep that in mind. We have to be mindful of how we're portraying ourselves. So what happens is if you're not being true to yourself, you're being phony, you'll put yourself in a position where you say things and possibly do things that don't align with really who you are and what you're about, right? And then when that happens, and you get tired of putting up this front because it's going to wear at you, it's going to wear at you, it's going to wear at you, you're going to say, I don't want to keep doing this anymore. But you have to. Because that's what people expect to see when they see you. Like, for instance, Allen Iverson is another great example. Allen Iverson, I don't know when the last time any of y'all seen Allen Iverson. I don't mean seeing like face to face. I mean just seeing him on, any of the newspapers, magazines, or social media. Allen Iverson looks like he's still living in the early 2000s. He's still dressing the same way. He just looks like older. It's the same Allen Iverson. Like there was no transition, because he embraced that role to the nth degree that if he were to try to like reinvent himself, first of all, it's too late. People wouldn't accept it. Now let's look at somebody else. Kobe. When Kobe first came out, Kobe was young. Kobe came out, like what, 96, 97? He came out around the time Ray Allen. When the hell did Allen Iverson come out? I don't remember when Allen Iverson came out. 90. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Kobe was like 96 or 97. Pretty sure it was 96. Regardless, Kobe got when he was young. You know what I'm saying? Because he came out of high school, Lower Marion High School. He was dressing and living like that and all that stuff, and whatever. He was putting forth that energy. But as he got older and he matured, we saw the evolution. Like Kobe at his later stages, and I mean later playing stages, not mean like when he died. I mean like later playing stages when he was still playing. He was a businessman. He was a suit guy, very stoic. Look at Allen Iverson. Because Kobe didn't go all the way in on that. See the difference? Kobe, yeah, he dressed like people dressed for the time. You know, what was cool, what was popular. He took Brandy to his fucking prom or whatever, right? He was doing what people do in the time. He didn't go all the way in on it like Isaiah Thomas. I'm the bad boy. We the Pistons. We bad boys. You know what I'm saying? On and off the court. Forever. You know? So he can't shake that now. He wants to, I believe. I believe that. Allen Iverson, I'm pretty sure he wants to shake that. I'm pretty sure he doesn't want to dress the way that he's dressing now anymore. Like, who's going to take somebody in their 50s seriously dressing like that? You know, it says something about you. As a man, you're supposed to grow and mature, change, embrace change. Look, I'm about to spend the next 5 minutes talking about change. Change is something that, one, it's inevitable. Two, it's necessary for growth. So anyone that wants to grow, because some people, they don't want to grow. Not everyone wants to grow. But for those that want to grow, you must embrace change. Because change is going to see you through growth. So don't be apprehensive to change. Don't be afraid of change. Change is a good thing. Okay? It's a good thing. Now let me focus on the people that don't want to change. Because again, like I just said, there's people that don't want to change, people that they want to stay exactly where they are, doing exactly what they're doing, and that's that. And again, for those people, hey, I don't begrudge them. We have lives to live and people have decisions to make. That's totally up to them, right? But when you fail to change, you will be left behind and you'll stagnate. You become stagnant. You're not going anywhere. And if you're not going anywhere, then are you living or are you dying? You know, some might say that we're all dying. Yeah, that's true. But how fast are you dying? You know, like if you have nothing to live for, then why live? You know, why live? I don't know. And I'm not trying to get too deep into philosophy, but I'm going to try to pull up this Facebook page to see if I could screen share. Oh, actually, I probably won't be able to do that because it's on my phone. Oh, I know what I can do. I can email myself the link, I guess. Yeah, I can email myself the link. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. I can email myself the link. Yeah, this one's good. This is from an old sitcom back in the 90s, I believe. And it's probably about like 5 minutes long. Anyway, video. All right, so I just emailed that to myself. I'm gonna pull that up, and then we're gonna break it down. We're gonna break it down. That's what we do. And let me know what y'all think in the comments below, y'all. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. And also, if you haven't already, like, share, subscribe. That's how the channel grows. Also, do me a favor. If you haven't subscribed, if you haven't followed my IG page, do so. Do so. I got a lot of great stuff on there. Also, I'm not sure if you guys saw, I released a new short film today. If anyone wants to be in any short films, anyone is a script writer, or just want to be around creation, let me know. Again, here at The Truth Media, we're building a production company. We have this podcast, the Truth Scope podcast. We have the Truth Media podcast. We have Q Fusion Reacts podcast. That's 3 podcasts that we have right now. I just got my merch in. I have shirts, short sleeve, long sleeve, hoodies. I have some coming in so I can show y'all. I didn't make the site live on YouTube yet because I need to obviously check the quality and everything like that to make sure that it's legit before I started letting y'all, go out there and start buying it. So be on the lookout for that. But again, maybe you're interested in doing a podcast. We can set you up at the Truth Media Network. That's what we're aiming to do. We're trying to build. We're not trying. We are building basically a media conglomerate. Media conglomerate. We're going to do it all. From podcasts, news, sports news, movies, cinema, whatever you want to call it. Photography, everything. We're covering it all. So if you don't know somebody, or maybe if you're not that person, maybe you know somebody. So again, spread the message. It's better to be early than be late to the party. So let me pull up this. Let me find out an email I sent to myself got spammed or got sent to spam. That'd be funny, right? This is ridiculous. I sent it. I don't know why I don't see it. I'm sorry, y'all. Bear with me. I'm trying to get this to. What time is it? 11? Yeah. Why is this? What is going on here? Share. Gmail. All right. As I'm waiting for this email here it comes. Here it comes. I got it. Be careful with this message. It's telling me to be careful with the message I sent to myself. I appreciate it though. Gmail, I appreciate it. All right. So let me get this pulled up. All right, so it's coming. All right, I got it. Hold on. Okay, stop. Jesus. Okay, damn it. All right, guys, I got the video. All right, so let me open it up. I don't remember the name of the TV show that this is, but see if I can make it larger. All right, there we go. So as you can see at the top, it says Father versus Drug Lord. Now, I'm showing this video because the quote-unquote black community is basically is in the same spot, right? That is in right now in this video that I'm about to show. And it's very simple, our solutions. We need more black men leading their homes and actually giving a damn about their homes and their family. Because if every quote unquote black man is leading their homes and caring about their homes and their family, then we're all going to be seeking the same results. Right? But anyway, let me play the video.
Hey, look, if you came for the meeting, it's over. Everybody left.
Yeah, well, we are here for the parent. What I'm trying to say, man, is I think we're the reason for your meeting. We're your neighbors. I'm Andre. What's up?
This is what you little punks look like up close, huh?
Now, Rock, listen, he didn't mean that. Just go away and leave us alone, okay?
It's cool. We just came by to talk. You know, trying to be a little neighborly, you know what I'm saying? Least y'all could do is invite us in. Where's your home training, G?
I ain't got none for the lights. No, you out. Pop, come on. Come on.
Don't even go there.
Now, you want to talk? You want to talk? We'll talk.
Hey, Let's go, fella.
Yeah, but just you.
All right. Yo, wait for me back at the crib, man. This'll be easy.
Okay, Mr. Big Shot crack dealer. Let's talk.
Yeah, that's cool, but just you.
I ain't going nowhere.
Me either.
Rock, I don't want him in this house at all, much less alone with you.
Oh, no, it's okay, Eleanor. It's okay. I can handle this little punk. Now, Pop, please. I want you and Joy to take Eleanor upstairs.
Oh, no,
I ain't
baby.
happy with this, son.
Pop, please.
Come on, Eleanor.
Sorry to pause it. I just want to point out that you see his father is in his life, right? He's a father already, yet his father is in his life. So you see how it's supposed to trickle down from generation to generation when you're doing it right. It's kind of like a relay race. We get to pass the baton. We get to take the baton after our time is done running. Let me pull myself up. After our time is done running, we done ran. Whether we ran 100 meters, we done ran 400 meters. Whatever the case may be, we did our run already. Our run is over. Now it's time for us to pass that damn baton to our offspring, basically our young boys, our young men, right? But when that tie gets broken and you don't have that baton coming on time from your father, if the baton even comes at all, or if you get the baton too early because your father wasn't there, and you know what happens in the quote unquote black community? Oh, he the young man, he the man of the house, and they start calling the little nigga man and shit. And then man, when dudes come over, start hitting them and hitting random people and stuff. Oh, he just do that, you know. And then next thing you know, man, you know, grew up and then 12, 13 years old, still thinking he could just go around and hit people, right? What y'all think happens to man? How y'all think that story resolves with man? You know what I'm saying? He's not a man, but his whole life he's been told he's a man. He's confused. Our community is confused. If y'all with me, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Okay? But I'm sorry to pause the video. I pause it right there just to point that out. That's how it's supposed to look. Not saying that your father has to be living with you. You know? I mean, if you have a setup where, you know, your father can live with you at his later stages in life, if your father was around in your life, and you want to do that, that's totally your damn choice. But at the end of the day, his father was in his life and still remains in his life. That's a good thing.
You remember, son, I'll be right at the top of the stairs.
Save your breath, Brock. I've seen too many of my friends go down with the help of suckers. This ain't going nowhere.
No, it's okay. It's all right, Joy. It's all right. It's all right.
Now, let me break this down to you, G. I got a nice little thing going across the street, you understand? And I don't need somebody like you messing things up with your little phone calls to the police and your stupid-ass block parties. This ain't none of your damn business, man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You understand? I'm trying to get paid, you understand? And I don't need you butting into my affairs. I thought this was a nice neighborhood, man.
Yeah, it was a nice neighborhood. It's always been a nice neighborhood.
Yeah, well, I hear what you're saying, brother. But I'm a businessman, you know what I mean?
You're a businessman?
That's right.
Is that what you call yourself? You ain't no businessman. You're a murderer. And you're killing your own people. Now, you may have done your killing someplace else, but it ain't happening here.
Why are you trying to be a hero, man? Huh? I mean, it looked like you got it bad enough as it is. Working a lousy job, busting your ass, picking up people's garbage. Got your brother and your father on your back.
Yeah, well, how you know about all that?
You watching me? I'm watching you. All right, G, I'm sorry, man. Look, let's cut through all the crap, all right? I'm gonna make things real easy for you, man. How much they paying you down at that little funky garbage dump?
But you think you can buy me off?
I'm trying, G.
I don't want your damn money, you know. I'll empty trash cans for the rest of my life before I take money from you.
Well, I got drugs, homie. What you need?
Listen to me, you little filthy punk. I don't think I made myself clear. I don't want your drugs. I don't want your money. I want your sorry ass out of my house and off my street. You
Okay,
understand?
Rock, now you gotta stop this now.
Stay out of this, Ellen.
I don't think you want to do this, G.
Oh, yeah, I've been wanting to do this ever since you moved.
No, I don't think you want to find one of these loved ones of yours in one of those garbage cans. You pick.
If you ever so much as look in that direction, run down on you and I'll break your back.
Don't hurt him, son. Not here.
Now you don't know how crazy I am.
Rock, let him go, please.
All right.
Son, come on.
Okay, Rock. Okay.
Come on.
Okay. Yeah. Well, it's obvious we're not going to be able to work this out tonight, all right?
You see, you don't seem to understand. See, we ain't got nothing to work out. I want you gone from here. That's my bottom line. And I'm gonna lean on you if they tell you out of here. I'm gonna be in your face every day and every night. And you close your eyes, all you're gonna see is me. No matter how long it takes, even if it kills me.
Yeah. Well, it just might. Trash, man. Just might.
Yeah, that's very powerful. Very, very powerful. Very, very moving. A man with integrity. Yes, that's exactly what that is. That's a man with integrity. That's a man with character. That's a man with a great moral compass. That's a man that understands where you have to draw a line. Oftentimes in life, things occur, whether, early stages in life, middle stages of life, later stages in life. There's always things that occur, that will occur, or may have already occurred for some people. Where, as a man, you got to draw the line. You may not want to draw the line because you may know, hey, once I draw this line, things are going to change. You see, I'm talking about change again, right? I was just talking about change maybe, 20 minutes ago, 15 minutes ago? I'm talking about it again. Because as a man, you need to be able to identify, oh shit, okay, I see what's going on here. I need to draw a line because it cannot go any further. Like, this is where that shit stops. Because I know if I don't draw the line, nothing good will come from that. So instead of saying, hey, you know what? I should do something about this, but I'm not because I fear the change that's going to come. No, embrace the change. Look, I'm a huge movie buff, right? I love movies. I can watch movies literally all day and all night. Maybe that's why I love making short films. I want to make a feature-length film, but I digress. Think of your favorite movie, whether it's a action, comedy, drama, whatever, you name it, horror, whatever. That movie is your favorite movie 9 times out of 10 because that character, the main character, when you think about that movie, that character has a character arc, a real one, where that character changes. The character has to change. And not every change is going to be so damn drastic, like a metamorphosis, like a worm or caterpillar to a butterfly. Not every change is like that. Some changes are subtle, but yet they still changed. Let's talk about in the movie The Matrix, the first one, if anyone's seen it. Neo was very I don't really know about any of this stuff. He wasn't really a believer. He wasn't sure of himself. They're telling him he's the one. He still wasn't sure. By the end of the movie, it came full circle. Now Neo had that confidence in himself to actually be the one. Right? Now, that movie, if he never changed, that's a 2.5 hour. What is it? Who the hell's gonna sit through it if there's no change? That's not a good movie. It's not a good story. And it's not a good story because it's not realistic. Because in life, people are forced to change. You have to change. So embrace the change. That man, he had his whole family. I'll pull it back up. I'm not gonna play it again. I'll pull it back up. He had his whole family there, and they looking at him yoke up this drug dealer. Like, holy shit, we never seen a side of Rock like this before. Well, why not? Because Rock said, you know, I gotta draw this line right here. Because this is gonna affect me, it's gonna affect my family, and I'm not with it. And I don't care if I have to die over this. You know, I'm dying for what's right. And I'm not gonna take your money. That's what he said. That's what he said. So when we look at the quote unquote black community, now am I gonna sit here and say that there's no fathers out there in the quote unquote black community like that? No, I'm sure that there are some. Clearly not enough. Now, does that mean that all the other fathers out there are freaking, you know, wimps? No, I'm not gonna say that. What I will say ultimately is there's not enough. Again, there's not enough quote unquote black fathers in these cities, in these hoods. It's not. Because think about how many brothers you need like him on a block just to hold the block down. Right? Because again, like I said, it should be a cultural thing. All the time you hear on like the radio, on these different podcasts, oh, the culture. What the fuck is the culture? Rap music? And again, I'm not here to hate on rap music. But is that the damn culture? Talking about, shooting niggas, fucking bitches, and smoking weed, and, doing lean? That's the culture? What is the culture? Debauchery? Is that the culture? No, a real culture is what we just witnessed in that video. But not just one house doing it. If every household runs like that, if every household has a father that has his father in his life, and he passed the baton and he's going to pass his baton, if every household runs like that, you think we're going to have the hood be the hood? No, it would be impossible. Why? Because men are doing what the fuck they're supposed to be doing. Are y'all with me? Let me know if y'all with me. Drop a like, drop a comment, share, subscribe, all that stuff. Let me know what you think. Whether you agree, disagree, you're somewhere in the middle. Let's figure this out. Because again, I stand on what I say. This is the true scope. This is the truth, not my truth. Not my truth. This is not the subjective truth channel, okay? This is the objective truth channel. And that's why I find myself in a lot of hot water sometimes, or what I say is controversial or not palatable. The truth is not to bring people together. That's not what the truth does. The truth divides people, because you're going to have people that embrace the truth. You're going to have people that choose to remain in the lie. Again, kind of like with The Matrix. If y'all haven't seen The Matrix, check out that movie. It's a great movie. Don't watch the fourth installment. That was a trash movie, but the first three were great. But anyway, it's like The Matrix. You have people that get unplugged into the real world. And then some of them that actually got unplugged into the real world, they say, you know what? Fuck this real shit. I'd rather go back to the fake shit. Put me back in with the damn robots. And that's how life is. When people hear the truth, they can choose to accept it or they can choose to reject it. What I found in the 2 years I've had this channel, far more people reject the truth. Even when you put it right in front of their face. Right in front of their face, that's when they reject it. My goal isn't to save the world. My goal is just to spread the truth. But that's basically it today, y'all. This was a pretty cool setup I did. I've never done anything like this. I do appreciate the feedback that I've gotten, especially from Justin. Thanks for joining in today, Jay. I appreciate it. And also to Robert, I appreciate you, brother, like always. And Joel, my man, thanks for subscribing today. I saw your name pop up earlier. I appreciate that. So the channel is growing, y'all. All right, and it's growing not just because of me, it's growing because of y'all. Obviously, y'all agree and understand the truth. Basically, that's what I'm talking about here. This channel is not about me or my ego, or anything like that. No, this is about the truth. You know, and again, that's also why I don't post that many videos, because to get to the truth, it takes time. You gotta wait things out. When things happen, people say, "Oh, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Are you gonna do a video on this? Are you gonna do a video on that?" And again, it's like, well, I mean, I'm privy to the same information that you are. Thanks a lot, Justin. Appreciate you, brother. You know, I'm privy to the same information that you are. I got to see what's going on. I got to read between the lines. I got to see, you know, because the name of the channel is The Truth Scope. And if I started just coming out here just blabbing about, you know, my goddamn opinions, then that's not The Truth Scope. And then this channel wouldn't have any integrity. All right. So no, I have to be true to myself, true to the channel. All right. And that's what all brothers should be doing. All men should be doing. Be true to yourself. Remain true to you. That's it. But anyway, y'all, love y'all. Be safe.